Hello, my name is Ella Linton. I teach lower level 1 English. I have 10 students in my class, all with quite a low level of English and understanding and comprehension. So I have spent this term finding ways to engage them and find meaning in what we're doing. So we have been reading this book in class. We've read it for probably 2 weeks now, so the students are really familiar with it. The language in it was quite difficult, and we started looking at verbs, so there's pointing, watching, looking, running. So we looked at them, but once they got that, that was fine. But what they were having trouble with when in their writing was structuring their sentences with the right verb in the right place. So to support the students with their sentence frames and sentence structures, I came up with the idea to make our own book and use the sentences from this book as a framework and as a guide, so that they could write about their school and about their classroom and their teacher. And using the same verbs and the same sentence frames, they were able to transfer the information that they'd learnt from here and all of the things that they'd comprehended to their own book. So for example, we have these 2 pages. So we started by making a storyboard. We looked at each of the pages of the book and we drew and wrote down who was in charge of what page, and then using that storyboard we then walked around the school as a class. Each were in charge of a page, and they had to take the picture, choose who was in the picture, and then we came back to class and downloaded the photos and looked. And as we looked at them, I gave them each mini whiteboards, and they had to draft their page sentences based on this book. So that was good, and then I was able to kind of edit them and chat about them. And then we wrote each of the pages up on the board next to the photos. So we kind of made the book on the board, I suppose, so it was visual for everyone, and everyone had their say, and they all came up and wrote it on the board. And then I made the book. I just copied it, typed it, made it, and printed it, and now they get the book. The students were really excited about making it. They really liked having their own page and being the director of one part of it, and were really helpful with everyone, so would lend advice, or some of the stronger students, suggested some things that would help, the weaker students with, capturing the image or making the sentences. So yeah, they got into it. So now that we're done, I'm going to show them the book, and we're going to read the book, and I think they'll be very proud of it. And at the back I have left 2 pages which I would like them to continue the story. Maybe the last page is about Per going home, riding his bike home, so the end of the school day. So I would like them to go home and maybe draw and write a little bit about what their home life is like. Maybe it's mum or dad cooking, or what they do, maybe a picture of them doing their homework, just to finish the day off. I'll ask them to use the same sentence structures. So this is, or it is, just also so that I can see that they've learnt those sentence structures through the process, so that they can do that independently at home for homework. So that's the plan, and then we can read each other's the day after and have a bit of a story sharing.